Yo, what's good, Outlaw fam? Charles, Louisiana Outlaw here.
And I'm Georgia Outlaw.
And I got a Florida Outlaw over here, and she's just chilling. I don't know if she's gonna talk. She might, who knows. But, I think this is mighty fucking ironic, okay? So, this idiotic motherfucker, this dumb son of a bitch, posted a video one day ago titled Juice Review. We ain't looking at that today. I think you already know what we're looking at based on the title of this video, okay? But the reason why I say this is fucking ironic is because I posted this a day ago, and I posted this early in the fucking morning. I think it was like, what, 6 a.m.? I was literally, well, I didn't post it at 6 a.m., but it was recorded at 6 a.m. It was about this tank, and now he uploads a fucking vape video? Something seems a little fishy here, if I do say so myself. Let me see when this was actually posted. Okay, it says one day ago, March 12th, and March 12th. So he literally posted a vape video. Right? I guarantee he posted right after he saw this one. What you want to bet?
He did.
We might take a look at that one in another video because there's some things in there I want to address in that video as well. But we're going to focus on this sick fucking video that he made here. Can a 30-something-year-old date a teenager? Now, the first thing I want to ask, which we already know the question too, but the first thing I want to know is he mean like an 18 and 19-year-old, or is he mean like teenagers all across the spectrum, you know, from, what, 13 to 19? Because if so, when you get to 13 to 17, no, a 30-year-old cannot date a teenager at that point. But if it's 18 and 19, while it's morally wrong, yes, they can, because 18 is regarded as legal age in the United States. But it is not morally, it's morally wrong. It's not morally right at all. Most people would even see that as being sort of predatory because the big age difference. Especially somebody his age, 37. I believe he's 37. Yeah, he's got to be 37 because we were roughly around the same fucking age when I first met him. Well, not around the same age, but in the same age gap. Like, I think he's like, what, 7 years older than me? Something like that?
He's probably like 4 years old.
Regardless.
But no, since we're on the topic, it's like...
No, he's 10 years older than me because if I'm 27 and, well, about to be 20, that means he's going to be 38 this year. So, yeah, that's a 10-year age gap. Holy fuck.
But, it's kind of ironic, though.
Go ahead.
Then there's couples. I know some adults that, like my friends' parents are 20 years apart, but yet that's because they're adults. I get that, but
yeah,
it's crazy though.
I think I'm looking at it from this perspective, right? Like, you have 18 and 19. That's pretty much freshly an adult. Like, they just got into adulthood.
Barely.
Well, when you take somebody like me and say, I'm not, but saying if I date somebody my mom's age, that's not really a big issue because I'm already almost 30 years old. I'm going to be 28 this year. I'm well into my adult years. But if you take somebody that's almost... Wait, Roy's almost 40, so if you take somebody that's almost 40 fucking years old, and them dating a 18-year-old or 19-year-old, that's just weird. Really fucking weird. Considering my mom is in her 40s, my sister is 21. Or about to be 21, something like that. So think about that for a second. Just let that sink in. Oh, this dude is literally not too much younger than my mom, give or take. I think my mom's maybe like, I'm gonna say she's 47. So it's not really that big of a difference if you think about it. And then he's going after people my sister's age, younger than me. And the fact that he would even need to ask that knows where he fucked up. And that is dating a 14-year-old to a 17-year-old. He knows he fucked up. Who the fuck, other than pedophiles, would even ask that question? Answer that one.
That's just disturbing.
Actually, you don't even need to answer that one because it's pretty self-explanatory.
Anybody in their right mind would know the answer.
Like, I think there was a, um, I watched those, you know, those, have you seen those videos on TikTok of, like, you know, like, the Reddit posts and everything where people ask, like, yo, am I, like, this type of person, or is this wrong? Well, there was actually one where I think the guy was in his late 30s, maybe early 40s, dating someone as young as, like, I want to say 18 to 20, and he had to ask, is like, okay, well, if you had to ask, yeah, you kind of are a pervert, because when you were in high school, she was only, like, what? Oh, actually, it might have been younger than that. It might have been, like, 30-something, but when he was in high school, she would have been to, like, 12 or 13. So, yeah, that's kind of fucked up, and that's weird as shit. And the same thing goes here. If you are, and I'm gonna say this the best way I can. If you are in your late 30s and you're thinking about dating even an 18 or 19-year-old, yes, they may be an adult, but you are much older than them. That is fucking weird. I don't care who you are. Anyways, let's get on to this shit. I also noticed one thing with his videos on here is they usually have no likes. And if they do, it's probably from him liking his own videos.
I always dislike all his videos.
Well, he likes his own videos on TikTok, which is fucking hilarious.
I haven't seen any new TikTok videos because,
like this person said, it's definitely possible, but it's not legal unless you're considered an adult wherever in the world you are. And in the United States, 18 plus, or 18 is the point where you reach adulthood. That does not mean you reach the age of maturity. That just means that you become a legal adult. Yeah, okay, so I think the best way for me to explain this is how the human mind actually works. The human brain doesn't stop developing until your mid to late 20s, say around 25, 26. And with that being said, if you're dating somebody whose brain hasn't fully matured, yeah, it's pretty fucking weird. Especially considering they don't even have life figured out yet. Him, as a male in his late fucking 30s, should already have this shit figured out. But yet he relies on the government and everything else, which I thought that was fucking hilarious, saying when he gets paid. Paid by who? The government? They're not paying you. They're giving you fucking money because you claim you can't work.
Well, we know you can. You're just a lazy fuck in this society.
I don't know. With all the all the shit I've seen as of lately, I don't think the elevator goes to the top floor, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but
then again, I've seen fucking people with Down syndrome that actually work at, like, McDonald's and shit, so...
I've seen the same thing. And have more common sense than him, too.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? They're saying 18 and 30. But we never mentioned 18 years old. We talked about when he dated the 14-year-old. So again, he's trying to go all script. Dating a 14-year-old, even though they're a teenager, is not legal when it comes to a 30-year-old. Or 30-something-year-old. The fact that you're trying to prove your stance shows how perverted you actually are. What would you have in common with somebody that age in the first fucking place?
Not a damn
Like,
thing.
they're barely fresh out of high school. Like, you have nothing in common. You haven't been to high school in how long? It's just weird, dude. I don't care what stance you're trying to prove. The only thing you're fucking proving is that you're a damn predator and you know it. I've never seen somebody go this fucking far to, try and justify their pervertedness or their sick tendencies. Why would you need to date somebody that young? Like, we already seen how fucking sick and twisted you are with, I guess, your current girlfriend, who's about your age, who literally has the mindset of a fucking teenager, who doesn't know right from wrong. And I think that's why she keeps taking you back, because if she actually had the mind of a 30-year-old, she would have left your ass a long time ago and never looked back.
Exactly.
But the fact that you need to prove this, it's just sad. It's really fucking sad. I feel bad for you when people view my video and come to your fucking... You're gonna get your ass reamed.
People gonna come after you because of that. Just saying.
And trust me, Roy Simbridge, if I can find your address, pretty sure other people can as well. It's fucking weird, dude. Like, you have some major fucking... Somebody needs to take your fucking internet away. They really do. They need to put you somewhere where you're monitored 24/7. Because you are a danger to... Well, I don't give a shit about you, but you're a danger to fucking society. And the children that... and the children that live in your fucking area. That's who you're a danger to. Is teenagers and children in your area, because we already know that you don't really have a limit when it comes to age. Even though you tried putting 18 plus on your fucking TikTok bio and shit. But we all know you're talking to minors behind the scenes. We all know that. The only reason we know that is because you've done it in the past. Tried sliding into minors' DMs. Oh, you remember Killer? Yeah, when you tried doing that, yeah, he came to me. Like, he literally told me what you did, even though we were on bad terms. So I can kind of thank you for mending that friendship at that point. Because I'm not gonna sit here and stand by a fucking pervert like you. So, you have fucking issues, dude. And you need help. You need a psych ward. That's what you need. You need to be put in a straitjacket in a 4x4 padded cell. Never to see the light of day again. You say I have issues, but here you are trying to justify your perverted thoughts and your actions. Knowing good and well, you know we're not talking about 18 or 19. We're literally talking about you dating a 14-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 17-year-old. Not once did we mention 18 or 19. I think you're hiding something more than just what we know of. I think you've fucked with more children than what we know.
I'm afraid you're right.
I'm afraid I'm right too, but the reality of it is the fact that he tried fucking with multiple minors on you now. And possibly TikTok? Like, I even think he duetted a minor on TikTok, which is fucking weird.
Yeah, he did. I seen that a couple times. And also sending nudes to minors.
Oh yeah, I forgot you. Yeah, I forgot about that. What's funny is I actually seen those, and
I bet you wish you never did.
I wanted to claw my fucking eyes out. Let's just put it that way. Actually, it wasn't the minor that sent them to me. My ex, Taro, she actually made a catfish account. This was actually before catfishing was super popular and big and all that. But it was like a bait account, and he literally sent them no fucking problems. And it's like, wow. Because he said before, he's like, I'm never going to do it again. And it's like, yeah, I bet. And he did it again. So it makes you wonder, how many other minors have gotten little wee-wee pics from him?
Little wee-wee. Tic-tac.
Midget dick.
Micro dick.
Yeah, we always, you know how we always called mini dick? No, Roy has a mini dick. I think fucking Kyle has about 5 inches on Roy. Because I've seen, I unironically have seen Kyle's dick as well, so.
Yeah, but sometimes I used to think Kyle was just as bad as Roy.
Okay, so Kyle, I'm gonna tell you right now. While Kyle did do what he did, Kyle's a little slow in the head. Like, the gears aren't fully turning at full speed. I think Kyle is legitimately, way he speaks and everything, I legit think that there is something mentally wrong with him. But you look at Roy, he's fully there. He can claim he has autism, this, that, and the other, but that doesn't excuse his behavior. Kyle doesn't know right from wrong, and I've told him that. And I literally, for the longest time, I didn't talk to him, but then, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him so I can steer him in the right direction. Even though he's older than me, I'm gonna steer him in the right direction. Be like, dude, you can't be doing this shit.
Yeah, you can.
You're older than me. Like I forgot how old Minnick was. I think he was like, what was it, like 3 or 4 years older than me? Irregardless, like, you're older than me. You should know better than this. But if I had to put them head to head on who's worse, Roy's worse 100%. Because he admitted to it and then started denying it and then saying that, oh, well, her mom knew about it and then went back to denying it. He could never make up his mind. And then he comes out with this shit. And then he was saying that there's nothing the cops can do because it was over state line, which is not true. Simply not true. Well, like, once you start soliciting pictures from a minor, and you can look this up, once that starts happening and you start sending inappropriate pictures, that's hook, line, and sinker, bud.
Not only that, I messaged him in a comment before on a video of his and saying that he said that I can't call the cops on him because I live here and he lives there. I'm like, my cops can contact your cops and send a warrant for your arrest, bitch.
Well, they would have to start a case and then file to get a warrant for his arrest. But yeah, I get what you're saying. The point of the matter is, if we report it in our states, our cops can contact the cops in your state, which usually would be state police, and then they would go to local police, and then they would go to a judge to get a warrant for your arrest, and the judge would sign off for it, and then the cops show up at your house.
That's how it works.
Yep.
But
so, you literally just made yourself look 10 times worse by posting that fucking video. No matter how you look at it. Even if you meant 18 and 19, like, we already knew what you were trying to get at, so... Because we never mentioned you dating an 18 or 19-year-old. We mentioned you dating a fucking, what was it, a 13-year-old to fucking 17-year-old? It's probably a 12-year-old in there somewheres.
I wouldn't doubt it. Sick fuck. He's no different than Johnny Gobble, just saying. Who
no fucking
thought
shit,
it was
bro.
Okay to date a 12-year-old. Sick fuck.
Bro, you have issues and you need to seek professional help. Look, I may be fucked up in the head, but at least I'm not fucked up in the head to try and justify my perverted thoughts, which all of mine involve adults, so.
Well, that's normal compared to this bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean, his perverted thoughts are towards child. Mine's like more or less like BDSM type of shit. That's actually like between two consenting adults. Minor can like, I don't care how he tries to justify it, saying her parent was okay with it, or mom was okay, blah, 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 blah. A child cannot consent.
Nope.
A child cannot consent. Say it with me, Roy. A child cannot consent.
Exactly.
I think we beat the donkey enough. See what else he posts. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And if you are outraged as we are, go ahead and leave him a fucking comment. I'll post his channel link in either the description or the fucking comment box. Anyways, we are signing out.